Welcome to another fun-filled knife adventure. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new knife. This is the Takcom, the Unnamed. I believe a guy named Shane that owns the company took a couple of years to design this knife, and my guess is probably afford the money to produce it. So this is his first design, I believe. First knife they've offered from their name. This is a button lock knife, full titanium. It's got Magna cut steel. The blade length is 3.44 inches. Overall length is 8 inches. The handle length by itself is 4.56 inches. Makes a very good sound. Very solid sound. I like that. Doesn't make a ping. A nice titanium back spacer. Nice titanium clip that's milled. It's got micro milling all over the knife. Gives it a great texture. It's not too slippery, but it's not too rough. Doesn't feel like it would hurt your pocket going in and out. Overall, let's see, we've got 2 screws on this side, 2 screws on this side. I believe there's a locating pin behind this clip that keeps the clip from rotating, but instead of putting 2 screws in there, he just put a pin that goes between the scale and the clip to keep it from spinning. So that's smart ideas. This knife has some really smart details to it. I really love the shape of it and the look of it. Beautiful knife. Let's do a couple of size comparisons here. Let's see. Here's the Benchmade Osborne. It's bigger than that. And here is the Spyderco PM3. It's bigger than that. Here is the Spyderco Smock. It looks about the exact same size as the Smock. Here is a Spyderco PM2. It's shorter than the PM2. Let's see. Here's one that I believe it's about exactly the same size as. It's a little shorter than the Shaman, but the handle size is about the same. Their profile is pretty close to the same. Shaman blade is a little longer, but if you like the way this one feels, I think you'll like the way this one feels. I'm not sure about the width on them. They look pretty close to the same. Let's see, what else we got? We got the Ozark Trail that everybody's been looking for. It's bigger than that. And then we have a knife that this one is probably going to be competing with, and that is the Vosteed Psyop, which I use this quite occasionally, so there's some smears on the blade there. It's a little bit shorter than the Psyop. The handle length on the Psyop is longer. Blade is longer also. Blade is thicker on the Unnamed. I believe that's got most of the knives I have out here. Oh, I got one more. Here's a button lock you might be familiar with. This is the Civivi Conspirator. It's about the same exact overall length as the Conspirator, whatever. Handle lengths, it's maybe a little longer handle, more blade on the Civivi. Like, the one thing I love about this button is it stands proud compared to the Psyop, where you almost have to push your finger down into the knife, use the fat of your finger to get down in there to push the button. The button on this one has a great texture on it and allows you to reach it easily. I don't think it's going to be an issue where it's pretty much flush. The way they've milled an edge around it allows you to press it without it really sticking proud much. I don't think you'll hit it in your pocket. I'm pretty guaranteed. The spring feels very good too. Let's see. compared. Yeah, that spring feels pretty tight too. Yeah, it makes a very good sound though. I'm very impressed with the sound it makes. Let's, the weight on it is one thing that surprised me. It's not a super heavy knife. It's pretty light. Comes in at 4.9 ounces, which is not bad for a knife this size. I'm not exactly sure what my Shaman weighs over here, but yeah, the Shaman's definitely heavier. I imagine this one has some milling. Yes, it does have pockets milled out on the inside. Yep. So that's where they got the weight reduction from. Let's do a couple of caliper measurements here. Be careful here and not scratch it, but let's get to the widest part. 0.5465 of an inch. 0.546, 0.547. Let's see. Thickest part of the blade. Trying to be careful. 0.138, 0.139. Behind the edge, right behind the edge. 0.0415. It's got a nice grind on it. Modified clip point. Really like this knife. I can see it becoming one of my faves. Yeah, I'm sure this one will get a lot of pocket time. Feels really good. I love solid titanium knives. Not a fan of carbon fiber. I just like the rawness of the titanium. Yeah, this is a great knife. Maybe we'll see some more things from him in the future if this one sells good. If you've been thinking about getting this one, I can recommend you go try it. You know, if you're used to carrying a smaller knife, then it might not be the knife for you. But if you like larger titanium knives with Magna cut steel, this is definitely one to try out. Kind of rambling now, trying to think of anything else I can say about it. I really like the milling. I like the stonewash finish on the blade too. It's got T8 hardware everywhere, so that's always a plus. I don't like having to switch screwdrivers. Wish they would all just use T8. But yeah, listen to that sound it makes. Super good sound. So yeah, I appreciate you watching my video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Tell your friends about it. Gonna have lots of more unboxings to come. I've got quite a few knives, and if you go through my shorts, you'll see some of my collection. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. You could have spent it anywhere, and you chose to watch this, so I appreciate it. And y'all come back and see me. Thanks.